Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today we are playing Obby Escape and I'm going to be telling some stories. Now, I left off where I was last time at 100 and I'm going to continue and I'm going to tell some stories. It's going to be super fun and I hope you enjoy. Let's get started. Now, my first story for today is, I call it these are gonna be police themed stories. That's why I have a little police outfit on. So this kid was walking, he was going to school. Okay, like a normal school day with normal people with everything was normal. He started talking with his friends because that's what you should do. You talk with your friends before class. And he was talking with his friends, and I said, hey, why you talking a lot? You've only talked. And then he said the most thing I can never get out of my head. New school. Now, we got a new principal. Oh, by the way, the story is not true. I don't know. And I was like, oh, we got a new principal, sweet. And then he was like, well, didn't you hear the new rule? And I was like, no way. And he said, you cannot talk that much in a classroom. You can only answer questions, talk about math, and talk about science in the classroom or out of the classroom, even on the school grounds, even at recess, we couldn't talk to our friends. I was like, wow, this principal sucks. like, what type of principal would ban talking from the entire school unless it's about math? I mean, that's like just stupid, because school's for you to learn and hang out with your friends and try to have fun in school if you like learning or not. This principal absolutely did not care. He absolutely no. And so I go and I asked the teacher about this to see if it's true, or if my friend's just pulling a prank on me, or if he just doesn't want to talk with me anymore. Complete opposite. The teacher said that the school principal established this as a rule. It's a new rule now. And I was like, I just had such an annoyed face on, and I'm like, what? And so after the school day, I got sent to the principal. The principal called me to his office because he was watching the camera, seeing me talk a lot, because I did not follow this rule, guys. I did not follow this rule at all. And I just talked basically all day. That's all I did. Not even about, I answered questions. I did what a normal kid would do at school. I answered some questions, do their writing homework, but I asked so many different questions. So I got sent to the principal. Well, I didn't get sent to the principal. So the principal called me to his office, and then he said, hey, maybe you didn't hear me at the assembly, but there's a new school rule, like you can't talk unless it's about math, schoolwork, or science. And I just had my plane, I was ready to laugh then. I was getting ready to laugh. It's like, yeah, I heard the new rule. And then the principal's like, good, why don't you follow it? And I was like, I was about ready to laugh, because I knew this was just plain stupid. So, I'm ready to laugh. He says, alright, well, talk then. Talk. And I just burst out laughing. And he's like, what's so funny? You think that not following the board's funny? You think detention's study? Huh? And I'm like, dude, listen up. You cannot suspend or expel or give detention to somebody who is just plainly doing what school is made for. School was made for learning, he says. And I said, school was made for learning and talking with your friends. Because that's what school is to me. To learn and talk to your friends at recess, have fun, try to learn cool new things. But this principal wasn't having it. He was like, no way. So I got sent home like an hour later because of detention. And my mom asked why am I now late? So I go ahead and tell her the principal's new rule. And now she was not playing that mad. She did not. She did not like this rule. One tiny bit. And she's like, well, isn't school made for talking and getting new friends and learning and talking about things? And she was like, and I was like, that's exactly what I told him! Now she wouldn't tolerate this, no. She was ready to sue the school. Again, totally this is a made-up story. This never happened, okay? This never happened. I'm just making up a story. And I was like, isn't this just plain obvious? So she got the police involved. That's why it's a police-themed story. Police. And she got the police involved. And she's like, she told them the story. She told them how I heard. And they were like, well, did you get the principal's side of the story? And then she's like, no, because I believe my son. I believe my daughter. Wrong gender. I believe my daughter. And so before they could solve this case, they sent an investigator to go and check up on the principal and ask, why'd you make this rule? And he said a completely different thing. He told me. He said, well, I hate that kids are talking so much in school. They never focus on their studies. And I was like, man, that's not what you told me. Luckily, there was a camera in his office for the police to reveal. And they revealed it, and they're like, dude, this is not what you told her. And then he showed them, he showed the principal the footage, and he's like, okay, now I have to must have gotten the killers, because that's not what I told you, right, kid? And he passed me a note saying, you'll get suspended if you're not on my side. And I'm like, dude, I honestly do not care anymore. And I told them a completely different story, and they believe me, of course, because that's what the footage says. And they checked it to see if somebody hacked it, and nobody did. They completely checked, nobody did. So the police were like, you cannot ban talking from your school. Like, that's just plain wrong. Nobody's gonna follow it. Convenience, everybody in the school did because they did not want to be suspended or expelled. Besides me, I'm a troublemaker. And they were like, yeah, I'm glad you did. They were proud of me for respecting my freedom because I signed on the American Constitution, which is where I'm from. I'm from America. But I love all countries. They're all beautiful, especially France and the United Kingdom. I'm not picking favorites. I love all the countries, honestly. Besides the point, I'm just like, thank you. I felt like I was receiving a award. And from that way forward, I was the school's most popularist person. Thank you for hearing my story. Now here's another. Now the police, they have a normal life too, guys. They have a normal life too. They don't stay up all day and night fighting bad guys. No, they have a normal life too. They have family. They have friends. Yeah. They live a normal life. And being a police is a normal, difficult, hard job. So the police's son was playing Roblox like an ordinary kid. Most of kids play Roblox, at least from my perspective. And here's that. And then his dad came home being like, "Hey, do you know a kid that has the same name as you?" And then, okay, let me give you the backstory before we end up here. Now, at the police station, they were getting hacked by someone. And they're like, "Well, we need to know who." And so I do all these research, and the only suspected person was a guy named Gregory. Again, not a real story, just made the name up. Now, Gregory was the sheriff's son's name. And when he got home, his son had a buttload of cash. And his son was about like 6 or something, 6 or 7, and he was mostly 6.5. And he was playing Roblox. And his dad comes home and be like, "Gregory?" And then he was like, "What? Do you have a friend named Gregory at all? With the same last name as you, possibly?" He said, "Oh no." And then he looks over to the corner and sees this buttload of cash. He's like, "Man, where'd you get all this money from?" He's like, "Oh, some guy paid me to hack into his systems." And completely spilled the beans. Here's what he said. Some guy, he had a black mask, a black ski mask, and he said he was wanted, and he needed my help hacking into the mainframe. And I'm like, "Sure." And then they type in your password. And he said, "Oh, wait, how did you figure out my password?" And then he looks over to his dad being like, "Dad, password is not a good password. Well, many people use it. It's not a good password." So his dad changed his password to something odder. And he changes it to password is not a good password. So basically, that's more difficult. It's a better one, but you can't tell if it's better or not better. So he goes ahead and tells his police friends about this. And they all start laughing, and until this day, they look at it as a joke. As a funny joke. Until this day, Gregory still wonders. Why did the guy pay him $10,000 for changing the police's passcode to to something else. That's what you're paying for. It changes to something else. And you did tell him a specific password. Of course, Gregory. He's 6. He wouldn't have remembered. I don't think. Well, he didn't remember. So he just put in police. Police, and then he put like a lot of money signs. And the police were having a laugh once he told his dad. Until this day, they look at it and they laugh. Till this day, we're still searching for the person who told Gregory to change the password to password, which already was. That's the joke. I'll see you guys. Wait, thank you for listening to my stories. I'm gonna explore here a tad bit. And all these obvious faces. I've always wanted that super happy face, but it's so much. Alright guys, thanks for watching today's video. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.